What's good, everyone? It's HiHat from imamusicmogul. Welcome to a brand new video. Today we're gonna go ahead and make a Nardo Wick type beat, something that goes really hard. Along the way, I'll explain to you how I approach these types of beats, these types of sounds. So with that said, let's get straight to it. First things first, we're gonna set our tempo to something a little bit faster. We'll set it to 153 beats per minute. And the way I like to start out these dark trap beats is with like a vocal sort of chord sample type of thing. And for that sound, I think I'm gonna bring in Logic's Alchemy, and we'll go to the vocal setting here. Just pick one randomly. And what I like to do is play a chord and just repeat that chord on all the ones to create a lot of tension in the track. But you never really get that release until like the 808 hits. You just get a lot of tension from this one chord vocal pad slash hit, and go something like that. So let's find a better sound here. Okay, that I think sounds good. Let's go ahead and just turn on our metronome, hit record that in. So you see how that provides tension in the track by hitting the same chord over and over. Looks like I was way off the grid there. So I'll quantize that up. Oh, it's quantized to 8s. So I'm going to do here, I'm just going to stretch this out a little bit so they ring out a little bit longer. All right, next up, what we're gonna do here is we're gonna create a new software instrument track. And usually for these type of sounds, I like to bring in a piano. And for the melody, I'm gonna keep it very simple. These beats you wanna keep very simple. Don't add too many sounds. So we're gonna go to piano, Yamaha grand piano. And I'm gonna play the same notes that we just played in this chord here. Except we're gonna do like a melody version of it, like an arpeggiated type of thing here. So it's gonna go maybe something like. Maybe we could try something faster. Maybe something like that. Let's go ahead and record that in. So I'm going to go to our piano over here. It's called quantize that up. I'm just going to take the first pattern here and just duplicate that over, but just make sure that we're duplicating it over on all of them, just like that. Just gonna make this a little bit softer on all the hits. The next thing we're gonna do here is just make it a little bit cooler sounding, a little bit harder hitting. This is a little bit too dull for my liking. So we're gonna take that melody, we're gonna control B it, and then we're gonna chop it up. And then we're gonna reverse that, and we're gonna get this really cool, sinister sounding reverse piano. Except I wanna make this a little bit more of like a gritty, grainier type of sound. So I'm gonna bring in an instance of sampled here. And turn up the wobble to get some detuning. All right, so we got something building up right there. Next, let's go over to our drums. I'll go to the 2022 drum kit, and we can start off with a clap. We'll just take this basic clap right here, the CEO clap. And let's go ahead and draw in that pattern. So just a simple pattern on the 3s. Maybe on the clap, we can add a little bit of reverb here. Next up, let's go back to our 2022 kit. We'll go to HiHat, and I want like this bright hi-hat right here, the hi-hat fire. It's a nice bright sounding hi-hat. Control, create a pattern, and let's just draw in a step pattern here at 8s. Oh, it looks like I put the reverb on the drum pack instead of just putting it on the clap. So for this, let's add in a little bit of note repeats and stutters along the way so it's not so static throughout. Let's go note repeats. Put one right here maybe. So that pattern sounds good as it is, but usually I like to take it a step further and just give it a little bit more dimension to the hi-hats. So what I'm going to do here is going to control click on that region, convert it to a MIDI region. And we're going to start to add in little bits and pieces here and there just to make this hi-hat pattern a little bit more interesting. Maybe I'll add another stutter over here. I'm going to take this, I'll pull it back. Maybe something like that. Maybe we'll add in like a double tap there. Let's duplicate that over. Maybe we'll pitch this one down. All right, just gives a little bit more of a bounce, a little bit more interesting hi-hat pattern than just a straight 8th hits. Next, let's bring in an open hat. All right, next let's go ahead and bring in the 808. Once again, you want to keep things simple. You don't want the 808 to have a crazy pattern. Just give it a nice bounce. So we're going to open up our 808s from the 2022 kit. And I want something hard hitting. So I'm going to take this one right here. The New Wave 808. I'm just going to go over to the 808 before we put anything in and change it over to mono. And let's go ahead and draw in a pattern. Just gonna do something simple here. There are 2 steps. Take out these. Next up, let's go ahead and put in a snare sound. Go back to our kit. We'll go to snare. And let's see what type of sound. Let's take this one right here. Go to our drum machine designer. And let's draw in a pattern here. Let's just spread this out here. All right, so something like that. And then we're going to go ahead and create a B part or B section to this beat. I'm going to go ahead and duplicate this over. So this will be our A section. This will be our B section. And for this B section here, I'm going to take the same piano melody. I'm going to pitch it up 1 octave. I'm going to bounce that in place. I'm going to chop it up. And we're going to reverse it. It's going to sound like this. Except I don't want the grittiness on this higher octave piano. So I'm going to put it onto its own track here. I'm going to put an instance of wavy on this thing. And I think I'm just going to bring in the swarm just to give it a nice sort of wide sounding delay. I'll do sort of like a build up type of thing. We'll go where's our 808 here? Here it is right here. We'll mute that. And then maybe we can go ahead and add in like those little weird knocks that was in the Nardo Wick Who Wants Smoke track. Those little hits, you'll know what I mean when I put it in. It kind of made the beat for me, so I'm going to put that in here as well. So we're going to go to our 2022 kit. We'll go to our Perc. We'll just use this one right here, drag it in. We don't need to put it onto the Drum Machine Designer because we're just going to draw it in like this. So it'll be our little breakdown. And I'm just going to pitch this a little bit down. Maybe a little bit more down. I think that sounds good. All right, I'll add in a little bit of reverb as well. And lower it in volume a bit. Right, so it goes from this part into the next pattern, the B pattern. So I'm going to go ahead and mix it, arrange it. We'll come right back and we'll see what we put together. All right, so here is the final mix down. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. Listen to the beat that we just put together. All right, so there is the beat right there. Let me know what you think about it down in the comment section below this video. Once again, with these type of dark, ambient, hard-hitting trap beats, you want to keep things simple, leave a lot of space for the vocals, simple melodies, simple sounds, and don't add too many sounds because that'll just get a little bit too hectic. Keep it simple, it will really shine through once the vocals go on top. But other than that, thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one. Later, peace.